career high 35 points. How does it feel?
I was working really hard out there, man. It feels amazing. It feels good. I'm happy we got the win, though. And I think it's something we could build off. Like, you see how we got the ball to our big man tonight. Me and Curve got a lot of shots in paint. I think we can like work off that. If we can get that, and like, the outside shots are gonna open up. So the guards are gonna be hitting a bunch of threes after this.
Some way to make a buck.
Chris, did you feel any pressure to make more shots? You were 13, 17 from the field. The team combined for 13 and 47. Did you feel added pressure because the shots wasn't falling for the rest of your team?
Nah, we were up most of the game, so I just kept going with the flow. And we were up big, so I was just going with the game. And basically, if I got a shot, I was trying to put it in. I didn't feel any pressure on me though.
Do you feel any pressure on yourself this year as an upperclassman with extreme talent, with 7 freshmen and 4 sophomores on the team?
Yeah, a lot of it comes down on me because I'm one of the older guys. But I mean, the young guys are stepping up. They're trying to do a tremendous job. The guy at the point guard, he has a load on his back too. He has to lead the team at the point guard position. So, I mean, I feel a lot of pressure too because I have to come out and do what I have to do every game. Like try to get a bunch of rebounds and like I have to do that's expected of me.
Chris, you were talking before and like getting frustrated in the beginning of the year that you weren't getting the ball and things were coming around. Now, ball movement's been a lot better as of late, and you've been getting the ball in the post and you've been playing up and down both sides. And how much comfortable are you in the offense now? You've been put up a beast game tonight. How do you feel?
I'm totally comfortable now. I mean, it's like I said before, it's something you can build off of, and like I know guards are gonna keep looking down on the post now, which is gonna open them up. So if I get the ball, teams are gonna try to double team me, which is I'm gonna kick it out to like the guard. So I feel like it's gonna flow a lot better now.
And last week you were missing those chippies you said at Madison Square Garden. Now
I felt sped up last week. So I mean, I just took my time today. I worked all week, like on my free throws and stuff. So I made a bunch of free throws, and the coaches like had us do night workouts. So that helped us a lot. So we got a lot of shots up this week and ran a lot. That's why I was in great shape running up and down. So just the extra workouts, and that really helped us.
Defensively, how did you feel coming with Texas State coming with such a high-powered offense? They were 9th in the country.
Right.
What did you do in practice? What did you do tonight?
We slowed them down. We slowed them down. We call it our colors. So we went from maroon to white. That's basically our zone offense to slow teams down, especially a team like that, which they want to run up and down. We had to make them play our tempo. We didn't want to play theirs, so we slowed them down and we kept them off from doing what they wanted to do. And the zone worked really well. I mean, they jacked up a bunch of threes that were contested, and like we out-rebounded them. I'm sure we out-rebounded them by a lot.
52-39. We have game goals, and we achieved all of them tonight. It's the first game this year we've done that. One being +8 on the backboards, hold your opponent to under 40% defensive field goal percentage. No individual player on the other team scores 20 points, and you make more free throws than your opponent attempts. We made 27, they attempted 22. So we did and 14 or less turnovers, and we only had 14 turnovers. So it's the first game where we've achieved all of those goals, and that's why we won. I wasn't happy with our the way we closed it out, and I talked to them about that once again, just being young and understanding the game isn't over. This isn't high school. You're working on beating your next opponent during this game, and that's just a sign of maturity, and it's going to come.
Coach, you mentioned about last week your practice was a little bit disjointed because of finals. Did you notice a change this week with finals ending on Tuesday?
Well, a little bit, but I mean we had guys taking finals Tuesday night, so I mean we were right in it to the bitter end. A lot of guys. So that's Coach Brennan.
And I'm all the way.
So it's a much different dynamic. I've worked at a number of schools. Finals week is no joke. Guys, we had guys running practice late, leaving practice early for study groups, so there was a lot going on. So it was a tough week in that sense. But it's all, once again, that's all part of the maturation process. When you have 7 freshmen, 4 sophomores, you're teaching them everything. Chris and Kervin and Alberto Westwood, 3 veterans, and Ryan H. They're talking to them about what to pack when they go on the road. I mean, like no stone comes unturned because it's the first time for them doing everything. Now we're gonna, we're gonna play a couple more non-conference games, and then they got to learn and get ready for A-10 play, which is going to be a great challenge. But we'll enjoy Christmas, and we'll get ready for a Georgia Tech team that's going to come in here. It's great that we've got an ACC team coming in playing in this building. The place is going to be rocking, and it's good to come off a win and a performance like he had, a monster performance tonight. So I'm sure he'll be a focal point of everything they do, and we're going to make shots. I mean, we have good shooters. They just we'll practice twice a day during break the entire time. In the evening we have an hour shooting practice we come back for. So we're going to, it's the only way I know how to do it. You just grind it out. You just keep working your tail off, and we're going to do that.
Coach, you're talking about energy, how it's always high and low and trying to play 40 minutes with straight up energy. It seemed like a little bit in the first half, the energy was there. Then the second half came, and then Texas State coming back in the game, the energy seemed to come down, especially when Curvin went out of the game.
No, yeah, that hurt. Curve is a big difference because he can block shots, man. You can take some chances defensively, and he's back there, and he does a good job of not only blocking you but keeping him in play. And he was playing his best game. He had 8 rebounds at the half when he got injured. But we came out of a timeout right before the 4-minute timeout, and I got on him, and they were young. He's the only guy who's got his head up. The other 4 walked out of the line, and it's like Daddy yelled at me. You know what I mean? It's like, guys, you got to grow up. I'm coaching you. You got to man up and you got to understand. But that's all part of building this thing, and it's all part of the process.
How was Curvin?
All right, he's got a high ankle. Well, I don't know if it's a high ankle sprain, a grade 2 ankle sprain, but he's staying in the area for the holiday. Our Dave Zippo, our trainer, will be here every day, including Christmas, to treat him twice a day. And you know how it is with them. If you can really hammer it out the first 48 hours, we'll know more, obviously, day after Christmas, and see if we can get on the floor and give us some minutes. It's going to be important because, obviously, Georgia Tech's got great size, and he's our biggest, most physical player. And if not, we're going to throw the young buck in there and let Canty run wild.
When Chris has a game like tonight, how much easier does it make your job coaching the offense and running it through him? Yeah,
well, it's much easier, obviously, when someone shoots 13 from 16 or 17 from the floor, and he got good looks. He took Chris Gaston shots. He was patient, and he did a good job ball faking, get rid of the double team and making strong moves. So obviously, good offense is inside out, and when you're able to go inside and suck people in, we'll get good looks and we'll make some of those, as you mentioned earlier.
Last week you guys had a tough time rebounding the ball against St. John's, who was very physical. Today you guys went after the ball, especially your guards even got some rebounds. Was that just one thing getting tougher on the boards?
Yeah, look, we have, we're not an oil painting, man. There's a lot of things we're not great at right now, and rebounding is one of them, and it's something we've been working on in practice, and it's disappointed me, Saturday. Last year was our first year here. We went from last in the league to 4th in the league in rebounding. We went from last in the league in defensive field goal percentage up a few slots. I mean, it's about defending and rebounding. Offense will come. You saw in the first half when we were getting stops, we were getting out on a break, running the floor, getting some great looks. That's all dictated by our defense. Good? Guys, thank you very much. Have a great holiday.